Next person's in. All right,
Okay, I see it.
locked for real. It is not sexual.
Do you believe you'll be? Does believing you'll be successful guarantee success? No.
I truly believe to be a successful streamer, you need to get lucky. I think every streamer has had
I agree with
moment
that
they can
statement.
refer to where they got lucky, but it's about capitalizing on that luck, being prepared for when that luck strikes. All right. So here it is. This is my first question I had for y'all. Did anyone have a thought on it? Please. Do you need to be? If you believe you'll be successful, you become successful.
What I wrote down, I wrote the answer down.
Yeah.
I said no, but it's the bare minimum to ever being able to begin being able to achieve it.
Say that one more time for me.
Like no, but it is the bare minimum to ever begin being able to achieve it.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's like a grand factor.
The bare minimum to be able to achieve it. I don't know if believing. I don't know if I'll say believing would be the bare minimum. I think I might know what he's trying to say, but I don't know if I agree with that statement exactly. Maybe I'm just not a hopeful person. I am not a glass half full person, to be fair.
Of becoming successful, but I do think in order to be successful, you have to have that mindset of like, oh, I want to be successful, and that's the drive. It's not really.
Okay, well, now you're talking about a different thing. You're not talking about does believing you'll be successful, but having the mindset and drive. Those are very different things.
Like, it's the mindset. The mindset's the drive because the goal, as long as you have your eyes on the goal, your drive is unstoppable.
Marlon?
Well, I do think that's the first step to being successful. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, I think, hard work, discipline, all this stuff. If you don't have that, I don't think you'll be successful at all.
Yeah, I think you guys are nailing it on the head. I don't think we got to go more because it is absolutely true that belief alone is not enough. All right? What you need is belief, but you also need all those other factors. The most important thing I want you to take away from this class is that you need to be delusional. All right?
100% agree. 100% agree. It's all delusion.
At this. All right, you were all delusional enough to have applied to Streamer U and thought that you would get picked to get in. You are all delusional enough to be hitting the go live button, which is in it of itself an act of ego, right? People should be watching me, not other people. So you're a little delusional in that sense. It is a perfect thing if you're going to be a successful streamer. You have to be delusional. It's not a teachable skill. That is a skill that you either have intrinsically, maybe confidence you grew up with. So congratulations, you all have that. And I have some more congratulations for you. I got some good news for you all today.
Wow.
10,000. All right, no, it's not 10,000. All right, the class is called How to Get Lucky. A little background for y'all on who I am. I am Professor L. All right. If you don't know me, Streamer of the Year.
Oh.
What was that?
That was Bonnie right there.
So uncalled for. What was that? Extremely uncalled for.
No, chat was saying loser. I was like, loser? What are you talking
Bonnie,
about?
everyone gets one. So you're out. Professor L, Streamer of the Year 2021. Bonnie, do you have one? Oh, shit. Content Creator of the Year 2022. You got one? Oh, shit. Okay, that's what I thought. Top 50 Super Smash Brothers player. I'm a Red Bull athlete. 6th most sub streamer all time. Engaged to a bad bitch. Fluent Chinese. Japanese.
That's actually engaged to a bad bitch. As is fucking alright.
And I'm 31 years old. I'm probably. Show hands. Anyone older than me in this room? There we go. There we go. AJ, I don't think you got me beat yet.
What rank nationally?
Hey, super people at 31.
I'm top 50. Yeah, man, let's just go to the next slide.
This is in the state of Bear.
All right, y'all. I got great news for you all. These are important facts. Keep in mind. 92% of streamers do not go live a second time.
Hey, I broke that. I broke that multiple times.
Once, and they will never go live again. To be in the top 1%, all you need is 20 viewers. That is the top 1% on Twitch for streaming.
Remember when I was up there?
You are already in the top.
Remember those
1%.
days?
And of the 1 million students who have applied, you guys made it in. Round of applause for yourselves.
Yeah, I definitely made it in.
And just by show of hands, who's in the top 1% on Twitch?
All of us.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. That's pretty good. So we're doing well. We're doing well. But look. All right. I want to talk a bit about. Oops, excuse me. I skipped ahead too much here. All right. There we go. All right, everyone. Do me a favor. Check under your chairs. Check under your chairs, everyone. Everybody, check under your
What
chairs
did he
right
do?
now.
Let me guess. He did like the fucking golden ticket thing. Be like, hey, yeah, you got a golden ticket, huh? Guess what? You, out of everyone in this room, you're the one that's gonna be successful. I'll bet you that that's what he's doing.
All right, okay, everyone's got, who got a star?
Me! I got $10,000. I got a star.
All right.
I have a star.
Do me a favor. What color star you got? Okay. Silver, white. Does anyone have a gold star? Does anyone have a gold star?
Wait, let me see. That was white. This is white.
You can check under. Anyone got to check under the chair of a neighbor if you need? Who's got our gold star? Oh, we got our gold star. Okay. Hold up. Let me explain what the stars mean, everyone. Let me explain what the stars mean.
Once again, I'm betting he's using the star as an example of how many will fail versus how one person in the whole entire class will succeed. Or will at least explode into popularity where they get into the 0.1%, 0.5%, whatever it might be.
What was your name again, please? Malik. You win our gold star. Are you live right now? Guess what you win for the gold star?
Do I get to your game?
I will be rating you today. Wow.
All right, never mind. I fucking got that shit wrong.
Now, guys, what did Malik do to earn that gold star? Got lucky. Okay. Raise your hand if you got a white star.
I got a white star.
I got bad news for you. All right, you guys, and this is a real stat, you guys are going to leave Streamer U less successful than you came in.
Oh.
I need you guys to listen to these stats I'm about to tell you. They're very important.
Wait, no. I was technically right. No. Like, if you literally 5 seconds after, he's like basically saying the same analogy. If you think about it, same analogy, right?
Most of you guys are going to fail. Most of you in this room actively are going to fail as streamers. Why? I did the math on last year's Streamer 2025 invites. Here's the chart. Now I'm going to break down this chart for you. It's a dumbbell chart.
Wow, that's too much for me.
These black dots are where they were at before Streamer U 2025. April 2025, that was their average viewership. The red line, okay, that means they went down in viewers. The green line, they went up in viewers. The orange dot is what their viewership is last month, okay? So these are people who they went to Streamer U, they had all that success, all that excitement, I'm about to be a fucking amazing streamer. Now their viewership down in here, okay? I'll give you the stats more concretely so you can really grasp it. The average viewership of all the streamers who participated in Streamer U 2025 is down 287 viewers.
Woo! That is a lump sum, considering not probably, what was it, like maybe 50 of them? No, what am I saying? 10 of them, 15 of them are in the thousands. So minus 287 is.
They have lost viewers year over year. Wow. Now, obviously, that's outweighed by people with larger streams. Okay, they have much more of an impact. The median streamer. All right, the median. We know what the median is, right? You slash both ends, so you get the person in the middle. All right, Marlon, you shaking your head no?
No. Sarah is only, again, like.
All right. The median viewers, all you need to know, has gained 4 viewers before and after Streamer U. Okay? This is you.
Gained 4 views. Damn, that's literally nothing.
This is what you will be, all right, next year after all the excitement's over, after all the collabs happen, all right, after your viewership skyrocketed, your followership skyrocketed, you are going to get 4 more viewers. Over half, if you got a white star, that is you. Over half of the streamers have gained single-digit viewers or lost viewers year over year. Okay, why do we think that is? Streamer U is supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. You're supposed to have made it.
They didn't capitalize.
You're in the big leagues. Marlon, why not?
Well, I do think when you come here, everybody's gonna spike. Big streamers, small streamers. When you leave, you gotta make sure you're entertaining on your own as well.
I mean, it's simple. It's when you're there, it's the big pond. You're in the big pond, you're the little fish, and all these little. Wait, let me redo that. If you get there, you're the little fish in the big pond, and you have all the food, essentially. The food be the viewers. All the food gets thrown over the pond. And usually, when you're in your own little pond, when the food gets thrown, it kind of misses you. Maybe a couple sprinkles fall in, but when it's in the big pond with everyone else, there's a lot of extra food that gets thrown. And all of a sudden, hey, I want to see this guy, but I want to see the other POV of, I guess, Marlon in this situation. Let's use Marlon. I want to see Marlon, so I want to see his other POV. So I'm going to jump into this guy, and then this guy, I'm going to watch Marlon. Then, oh, this guy might be a little funny. I'm gonna look around with him for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to jump into the other side, you know? It's basically much more, what's chat? Do you know what the word I'm looking for, the exact word, term? A lot more cross-pollination. There we go. There's a lot more cross-pollination happening. Or that can happen.
Okay, capitalize. I like that. What else?
Kind of like what he's saying, but you also got to find ways to maintain the trajectory, because it's like this is going to skyrocket you in one way or another, but if you just instantly go back to not change anything about
Disagree with the statement of skyrocketing. This will push you, not skyrocket you. Skyrocket is what you do after. I believe Streamer U cannot skyrocket you. It can only push you. The skyrocketing can only happen after.
content or not implementing things you might have learned or not.
With more,
you just go end up right back where you were.
I think ultimately,
socializing.
when shit's going good, when the
And
viewer numbers
networking.
up, it's really easy to spark stream. All right, it's really easy to post clips with Streamer U in it, and they do a.
You know, when he says that, that really hits home right now for me, because I basically didn't start a stream for like what, month and a half, because of shit literally just going bad in my life, just in my life in general. So, yeah.
Amazing. Okay? You know what sucks? Is doing it when you don't have a great game plan, when you have nothing going on. All right? So motivation is great, but we should discipline ourselves in small things and from those progressive things of greater value. This is Marcus Aurelius. Okay? He was the leader of Rome, the largest empire in the world. He wrote himself a journal called Meditations. It was his private thoughts.
Let me become one of those guys who reads I love like those inspirational books.
It was never published. They published it after he died. He's the most powerful man on earth. He's writing this. Okay? He has everything in front of him. He is writing this. So what does it mean to be disciplined versus motivated? Okay, we all know motivation's fickle. Discipline's forever. How do we get some discipline? This is an activity. I want you guys to all be doing this right now. This was your homework. If you did it, good. If you didn't, do it now. Pen and paper. Pen and paper right now. If not, you can put it in your phone right now. That is fine. But I need you to write this down later. If some-
Where he? I only have 2 pens.
Put it in your phone now. Write it down later.
I'm gonna write that down later. I'm not even kidding.
Let's put it in the phones right now at the very least.
So just write down your goals.
We can run it on the phone. All right, guys. We're writing down our goals. These are goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year. They're 2020.
Goals that I want to achieve before the end of the year. I mean, high key. Let me do this. I'll do it right here. it's kind of annoying to. I really need a better. I wish I had a new, different monitor arm, because I thought a two-piece monitor arm would be better than having three separate individual monitor arms. I was fucking wrong. When you have two, you do not get the height adjustment that you would if you just had one. If you had two individual ones, that is so unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is, but all right, chat. I'll show you the goals that I wrote. This is pretty basic. This is pretty basic. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it just says average 100 viewers, stream 5 times a week, at least 5 times a week, and be live for at least 4 hours. Now, some people might be saying, hey, 100 viewers from 0? Pretty bold, but also at the same time, this is where I'm a little different. I had like a month and a half where I was averaging close to 5-ish. Anywhere from like 100, say anywhere from essentially 100 to like 800 viewers, give or take, on the day for a literal month. And then shit happened, and then shit went snowballing. But we're not going to get into that. But with that statement being there, I would like to get back to just averaging 100 viewers. I think averaging 100 viewers is even 10 viewers. High key. Just give me people to talk to and not my fucking soul. Not the voice in my head. What?
6 goals. We're in July. We're over halfway through. We don't have that much time left. But what do you want to achieve by the end of the year? These don't have to be streamer related. All right, they can be about maybe your personal health, your personal.
Oh, don't have to be streamer related. Oh. Well, I guess, yeah, I would like to get healthier. I didn't realize it didn't have to be. Well, guess I should have, but yeah, I guess be healthier. Maybe figure out what's on my fucking knees.
Personal relationships. But I want you to be writing down the goals. If you're writing down on your phone, I want you to write these down physically, okay? This, I have it. I didn't bring it with me, actually. I fucked up. We forgot to bring it. I wrote this down in 2018. I literally have the piece of paper in my dorm room, okay? It was 2,000 subs, 100K followers, 1 million uniques. Be punctual, be full time. I went 4 for 5. I'm not a punctual guy. I'll be honest about myself. All right, I went 4 for 5, but I do believe there is some value in materializing your goals by writing them out, putting them in the universe, okay? And I want to see your goals. I'll reply to all of them. That's part of your homework today. But ultimately, motivation is fleeting. Discipline.
Chat, hold me to that. By tomorrow, you guys have to ask me to show you on paper that I wrote down my goals.
Okay? Is what will help you be a successful whatever you want to be in the future, and goals can help you be accountable. Okay, make the goals achievable, but also something that you're shooting for. Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule. All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now. I went live. When I woke up, I went to bed. When I was tired, I woke up whenever I woke up. And I sort of did that on repeat, but you probably have recognized, maybe some of you who have started full-time streaming from a regular job, schedule kind of helps. It helps make sure you wake up at similar times, get similar sunlight, you eat correctly, you're working out correctly. And I don't think people think enough about streamer schedules. They just think about, when can I spark? How long can I be live? And I think a lot of you right now, who's doing 24/7 here? Okay. Now this is fine. Look, it's Streamer U. It's a rare event. You're capitalizing on it. Okay? But let's get a good schedule when we get back. I'm going to tell you this is my ideal schedule. This is what I try to do day to day, at least when I go live. I wake up 9:30. The first thing I do, first 4 hours of my day, it's meetings.
My schedule: wake up, shower, go to the fucking, and then figure out life from there.
do some podcasts. I eat right. I do like at least 5K steps. It's just starting my day off. Okay. Next up, 1 p.m. This is probably one of the most important parts of my day. It's me time. I'm looking at people's streams. I'm ideating what I'm going to do on stream that day. That's it. I got nothing else on the plate. It's eat, ideate. I watch Twitch.
You know what's crazy? I've like talked to myself, but I've thought to myself, this is what I'm gonna do, and it's like there's something wrong in my brain or something. But anytime I like think of something, or I like these like what I think is like a great idea, or like an idea that could be cool, and anytime I like sit down to initiate it, it's like poof, that like excitement, that motivation just disappears sometimes, or that thought just goes out, and it's like, and I don't know why. I don't know like what causes it. Anyone else feel like that?
That's it. 4 p.m. usually about when I go live. I don't go live for more than 4 to 6 hours. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit why, and why that's I think a good amount of time for you guys to go live for.
I mean, I'm usually live for 6 to 8, 4 to 8. Usually, unless I'm just feeling really weird at the time. But sometimes I'm just like sparking, and I just let myself just I don't know, like voices in my head or something, and I just start like, I feel like I'm suffocating myself, and I outward and just let it be like, you know what, maybe not. And like an hour passes, maybe 2 at most, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna call it for the day. I feel like I need to just push through that.
But I'll do whatever segments I had come up with.
But I also find out that it's easier when there's like 2, 3 other viewers at the very least who are like talking. So anytime I just feel it, I'm like, I can just throw something to the chat, and I can get something sent back to me, and it's like a reception,
In my ideation
or
process,
acknowledgement.
and then decompress, hang out with my fiance, eat dinner, chill, and then I try to hit a similar bedtime every day. This is going to be another homework assignment for y'all. This one, you guys don't need to show to me, but I want you to create an ideal schedule for yourselves for when you guys get back from Streamer U. What is the life you want to lead? Okay, write it down for yourself. You can make your life really easy if you just follow the script that you give yourself. Another important thing, take days off. I think a lot of you guys don't want to take days off. I think a lot of you guys feel this pull to keep going. You are human. You are fallible. Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed in 5 years. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year, okay? So if you give yourself a little rest, you'll be a lot more successful in the long term. Are you trying to be a streamer for a year and burn out and then be like, oh, I can't deal with content creation? Or are you trying to do it, I'm on year 8, okay? Yeah. And you never seen a tweet out of me going, oh man, I'm so fucking tired doing this. Because I take time off. I go to Dodgers games, I hang out with my fiance, I do whatever. But I think time off is important. That shit actually matters. It will help you in the long run. It will also help you be a more
Mental, basically mental, which I agree. I have a lot to say about mental health and all that, but I do agree mental health does matter. Your mental health, basically.
well-rounded individual. People who stream every day, they become rotted individuals. All right? I think experiencing life makes you a better streamer, makes you a more well-rounded person. This also matters. Do we have a question on that?
Did you start taking days off once you made it big, or when you were still small?
All right, guys, hold on. That's a good question. Did I take days off when I was making it big? Okay, look, it's true that when the number's going up, it is really exciting to ride that wave and do as much as you can to keep it going. It's like what you guys are doing currently with Streamer University. I gotta go live every day. Okay, that's fine. I think it's okay for short periods of time to do that, but make it a short period of time. Recognize, hey, I'm catching this wave. I'm gonna take some time for myself after, all right, to catch up on the life that I haven't been leading because I've been so focused on work. It's really easy for streamers to fall in the trap. You know the trope of like the working husband, barely knows his wife, barely knows his kids, works every day? Streamers do that to themselves all the time. So many streamers have amazing relationships online. Offline, they barely talk to the people they stream with. They have no personality. They give everything to their creation, and then they're a husk of themselves. In 10 years, you will not be hearing about them. I promise you that.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your GOAT? This is another homework assignment. I need you guys to be
Who's your
writing down
goat?
who your streaming
Does he have? Is that Shohei?
goats are. Now, for this specifically, all right, it is important for you to study what you are passionate about, okay? You cannot be a streamer if you do not watch streams. It just doesn't work. You're just not, you don't actually care about the medium. Maybe you just like the idea of being big and successful. Maybe you like the idea of being rich. You'll just never be successful if those are your reasons. You have to truly love streaming to be a big streamer, all right? So what does it mean when I say who's your GOAT? I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in, okay? If you are doing sports, don't put down, you know, Jeffree Star as your GOAT or whatever. Try to make it somebody who's in the same sphere as you, all right? So for example, look, everyone knows Anthony Edwards? All right, Anthony Edwards often says he's inspired by KD. KD, talk to him in an interview, he says he's inspired by Kobe. Kobe obviously inspired by Michael Jordan. Most of you probably don't know who David Thompson is. Okay, that's the domino piece that started it all. He inspired Michael Jordan to be the player he is. We stand on the shoulders of giants.
He's quoting another one. He's quoting another one.
Respect these giants. Study your GOATs. I'm gonna give you a few examples of people who I like right now. And so when I ask you to write down these GOATs for this homework assignment, I want you to write down 3 people and why. What about their content do you find so alluring? So I'm gonna give you examples so you can do this easier. Joe Bart.
Scar. He just always chill and relax, and he just does his own thing, and he doesn't really care about the outside or what else is going on around. I'm just thinking off the top of my head if I had to pick right now. S-Fan, I love what he does when he does his sports, when he does the draft stuff, when he does his analysis, when he just does his coach S-Fan shit. What I put as a third? I want to say Lud, but at the same time, I don't know where I would put him at. Because I haven't really looked at him that much anymore, as it currently is. Maybe Toast? Maybe Toast. Not sure. I've also been watching a lot more watch party type streamers just recently, because I'm always like for Valorant, whenever the big tournaments start coming around, that's usually when I'm watching a lot more of the Valorant streamers. So I'm not sure who that third place would be.
King of the content funnel. We'll talk about the content funnel a bit later. Okay? RDC, they're probably kings of authenticity in streaming. And I think authenticity is what audiences really enjoy, right? Especially because there's such like a Mr. Beastification, you know, of like big grand events or whatever. People like authenticity. A friend group who are actual real life friends. You can't get much better than that. And then KDB, she's funnier than I'll ever be. So honestly, I'll watch funny people to hopefully pick up a thing or two. So anyway, that's an example of a few GOATs. I need you guys for your homework. All right, this is it. Your homework today. Write down your 3 goals. It can be 3 or more.
What did you just say?
Is that Lacey?
Yeah.
He didn't like the vibe.
He didn't like the vibe.
Tell him to wheel out of
Can you go out, yell him, and tell him to go see Dean Sinat on my behalf?
Oh my God.
Right now, baby, go yell him. Hey, Lacey. Dean Sinat right now. I'm not playing.
Truly uncomfortable.
I'm not playing. You are 30 minutes late to class.
Woo! He said, "Get your ass out of here. You're not welcome in this house."
I'm not even in this class.
Batman, go.
That's even a better reason. Dean Sinat.
No, vocal note.
Get out of here.
Don't worry about it, I got it. All right, come on. Let's get out of here.
All right.
All right, close the door, Bader.
All right, well, Batman took care of shit.
All right, homework. Guys, back to it, your homework. All right, there's 3 things. I'm only checking for 2. First one, I need your goals, at least 3 for the end of the year. I need you to think about the schedule. I don't need to see what your schedule is, but start thinking of an ideal schedule. And then finally, write down your 3 GOATs and why they are your GOATs, what you admire about them. And I want to just actually take a few right now. Does anyone have some goals they'd like to share with the class?
All right. Well, what are the
What's the
goals?
goal?
Yo, what up, man? Shit's been rough. How you been? The soccer league should be good. Should be up right now, right? I've been rough. I've been talking about it now. I streamed yesterday. I've kind of been giving updates, but my grandfather is not in a really good position. Stuff has been going on. He's been in the hospital in and out. But that's what I've been dealing with. That's been my month and a half or whatever since I've last streamed. But you had your first game yet? Yeah, playing. Game 1, 3-0. Did you get a hat trick? Did you get one? One? Was it then shared? 1-1-1? Or did someone shine up? Take the spotlight? Shared. That's nice. So how many games do you have in a season? All English guys scored. Isn't one of them a fullback? I don't even know in a season. You just show up and play. You just come in and be like, "All right, coach." It varies depending on how well you do. That's interesting. I feel like that's more like a tournament style than if it varies on how well you do. Yeah. I love that. That's probably my favorite sports anime. Have you been watching it? Is that what you're asking? Well, you have your normal season, which is like 20 games. Oh my god. So you play street ball. So you play street ball on the court or on the pitch, I should say. That was hilarious. What's the name? Oh, I'm blanking out. What's the name of the Four Eyes? The king. Well, what's his name? What's his actual name? You got one of those? And it's your back. What's his name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on all of their names. Got some eagle eye. And then do you have the what's the center's name? Pink hair dude, right? He's pink or purple. The giant, the tower, the defender. You got that back there on your fullback? Musabara? Miyusabara. Miyusabaki. I'm fucking up the name right now. Holy shit, it's been a minute since I watched it though. You guys need to go out. Murasaki Bara. That's right. Well, now you need to go out there and find that one kid, the Phantom. You need to go find the Phantom who just makes the ball disappear. And then they just play 10 and 11, and they never know that it's an 11. Hopefully, we have one now, new first years. Holy shit. Yeah, this is college pretty much is starting now. It's fucking August. Holy shit, this year is almost over. Halfway through. I swear the year just started. I didn't even realize it. It just hit me until you said that. It is actually a fucking half of the year is just gone. God damn. It just hit me. The year is actually just moving. I actually just feel like I've done nothing. Oh, no, I've definitely done something. I went backwards in life at this point. Holy shit. All right, hopefully this class gets us back straight on course. We need to move forward.
Because I do struggle with that a little bit.
Lose your imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
Just be more confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about we?
Oh, brother.
So uncomfortable. I'll let it slide. I think, Bonnie, a good way to phrase goals are things you can make actions on, right? So losing imposter syndrome is hard because it's a little open-ended. So
Goals you can make actions on.
Write down things you appreciate.
So goals that you can physically have. How would you say that? Goals that you can make actions on. How would that? How would you describe that in a way, or say that in a way? I'm trying to think of it. Goals that you can make actions of. I don't want to say goals that you can achieve because that means that you can't ever get over imposter syndrome, which that's not how it should be. Maybe
Appreciate about yourself every day. You know, like building confidence in ways that you can make tangible actions towards, as opposed to hurting.
Goals that you can realize, or goals that you can physically see progression towards. It sounds like what he's trying to clarify it as. Because imposter syndrome is, I don't know if you can really see yourself accepting it or like not feeling it. I spit everywhere with that.
In your own goal, you've labeled that you have imposter syndrome. But if we were to make our goal, hey, I'm going to say like, you know, things I appreciate about myself in the world and the friends that I have in my life, then that works towards your goal without phrasing your goal in a negative way. Any other goals? Where I'm going to go around, I'm just going to bounce around, come back. What you got?
To lose weight.
To lose weight? Why do you want to lose weight?
Because I'm fat.
Now, are you saying you're fat, or do you feel bad when you walk around?
Like, it's not funny, but the way he said it, like the way he said it.
No, I mean, I feel like I can.
Are people calling you fat? Does chat call you fat?
You are not that fat.
Oh, what the fuck is that? You are not that fat? That's crazy.
You are not that fat. That's like that's literally a backwards compliment.
Crazy. All right, I think that's a good goal. I think personal goals are great. What you got back there?
Grow my clothing brand and sell about 10,000 for the first year.
Grow your clothing brand, sell 10,000 units in the first year?
Yeah.
I like that. What's the clothing brand name?
OLVR, Oliver.
Have you dropped a drop yet?
Not yet. I'm getting samples August 10th.
Samples August 10th? I like it. All right, what's your goal?
All right.
Make more art.
So, dude had his clothing brand drop 2 days ago. Wonder how many units he moved.
Learn how to spend time off and more technology-free time. And AJ, you lost so much weight. Don't call yourself fat.
AJ.
I like that. AJ called you AJ. Why are you calling it make more? I think it's important with goals. Let's get a little more specific. Make more art is open-ended. It can be one of those goals that you're like, I can do it eventually. You can push that off.
So specifying your goals, exactly what you're trying to get out of it. So it's something that you can see. Okay. So achievable, something that you can achievably see. Something with progression. Okay.
So I don't know what specific art do you make?
Well, that's the thing. I do all art. I'm all media. So it's just more like reconnect with it. Like, okay, more specifically, reconnect with it off stream. Because now I have such a streaming mindset that I'm like, okay, now how can I structure this art to be funny and interesting?
Okay, you know what I have? This is like my thing. With like a lot of things, sometimes if I enjoy it, I'm like, maybe I should stream it. It's only with the comic books right there. We talked about it. Like tomorrow we're gonna start it. But I enjoyed this comic. I enjoyed the Absolute Batman. I'm like, what if I stream myself my enjoyment of that? You know what I mean? And like, I don't think about it, but hearing that being said actually like feels me in.
For a stream to keep my viewership going.
So
Life don't make stream life.
hey, I'm taking Fridays off now. That's a day where I can work on myself and I can also do my art.
Because like you said earlier, it's so easy to like when you see a wave that you want to be like, oh, I need to ride this one. Because I feel like I have random lucky moments where I'm like, okay, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, but I think it's all right. I think the day off won't kill you. But or even if it's a morning or whatever it is, I mean, you can fit it in. How about an example of some goats? Who here has a goat in mind? Someone they really like, someone they think's great, that inspires them? What you got?
Extra Emily.
Extra Emily, and why?
I like her.
Driving?
I mean, I've said Scar.
I'm just playing. I like Extra Emily too.
My car is total too, but that's not the point. So no, I like that she just
What'd you
does,
say?
like solo streams. I do the same thing where I just travel.
In IRL?
Yeah, I'm about to do a Europe tour solo. Just me and my camera.
And the confidence she has walking in those places.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Mr. Keem.
This is No Glaze,
Can't say me, I will go next.
Agent Zero. He's the best variety streamer ever, alright?
Cocky say, not me.
He said no glaze and immediately went to the guy who was
He's very consistent.
boss,
He
right?
does
Or ex-boss.
Immaculate IRL content. He's an amazing gamer, and he's a Reacts king.
I would say what he does better. What does he do better than Lyric?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch a lot of Lyric. I know who he is,
What
but
does
I
he
don't
do
watch
better
him a lot.
than Soda Poppin'? What's he do better than me?
What's he do better than?
It's not a competition, Ludwig.
I know the answer. I want to see if he knows the answer.
Well, I will say this. He is the Professor of the Year of 2025. So.
I think the only reason I'm pushing you on this is when I want you to mention your GOAT, I need you to really know who they are.
Okay, so what he does do better, I would say, is like. So he has a group, AMP, and they make content together regularly. And I don't know if you have like a group. Maybe you have like the Yard or something.
I think, and Agent, you can back me up. I think what Agent.
I'm not sure if that's the answer of what he does better is have a group. I don't think that's what makes him better. If anything, I say he's better when it comes to IRLing and just going out and just doing stuff on the fly.
Agent does better than almost anyone is the thoughtfulness of his segments.
I agree.
I think he ideates probably more than almost any other streamer, and then the segments that come out of that are much more creative pound for pound, okay? As opposed to someone like me or Lyric, who are much more desktop focused, or an IRL streamer who's too scared to try out desktop. Agent will push boundaries in the expressiveness about his ideas, okay? So that's what I would spot for you. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, all the compliments I'll take.
All right. All right, let's get one final one. We're gonna go next after that. We have not heard from you yet.
Hi, I'm Tana Biddick. My goal, I would say, is to become like the first female athlete in this kind of industry. I play softball, so I don't really know many athletes in general that sit here and stream like this. And
What do you mean by many athletes? I'm not trying to like put her down with that statement, but I need to know what specifically she means by many athletes, because it's actually been kind of popular with the athletes nowadays to stream. Also, why is my fucking light over there so yellow? I hate this fucking light. It changes randomly. Today it decided to be fucking yellow as fuck. Whatever. Because I don't know if you heard of Jaylen Brown, but he's been out there. Cam Scatterboo, I know he's another one who's been streaming. Trying to think. There's like a lot of athletes been like getting into that streaming space, or athletes that have retired. I don't know if she's staying as current as an active athlete, but then once again, the second I think of an active athlete, I think of Jaylen Brown. If you know, you know. This dude had a huge explosion on his goddamn Twitch after he lost to the 76ers. He went on shit talking about how the refs fucked him over and how it was the refs. Now he's on the fucking 76ers, funny enough, which is a great, crazy fucking turnaround. Shit talk so much that you go to the team that you shit talk. And that team's arguably the best team in the fucking league. It's
here,
another
so
illegal
especially
team.
Females, so that's my goal.
Okay, I like that. You're trying to develop.
But I guess she's saying the word female, so maybe that's what makes it different. But other than that, I don't really know what she means exactly by athlete. Is it just because you're a female, so you're the first female athlete? Because once again, I don't know the whole streamer side of like athlete streamers. And just, I'm a basketball guy, true and true, through the heart, and I become a football guy. So if you're not in that universe, I don't really know if you do anything.
A niche then.
And
I like that.
football, soccer.
Let's go through then.
I do know a little bit of that. Not as much as I used to.
We gotta go handle this, but we were here, so please don't tell Dean Sinat.
Get your homework. Let's go.
We'll be back.
You interrupted class. Get out and don't come back.
All right, see y'all.
What's the count on it?
Okay. Were those the people?
I'm just gonna let them go.
People who are dressed as the fucking.
Lorax.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a character for every day. That's fine.
He was somebody else earlier. He was back there.
Yeah, he was.
Today?
It was Victor.
Quit.
Guys, show of hands. Did anyone here not write something down? Did anyone here not put down their goals? My genuine advice at this point, and I do not say this with malice in my heart, you should probably quit streaming.
Ooh.
I do not think you are cut out for what it takes to be a full-time streamer if you are not willing to put the work in right now to do such simple things as laying out the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. My life is awesome. But if you don't care for your own life and your own success, then who can? Who is supposed to? All right? Prove me wrong. I would love to see it in 3 years. If you didn't write this, maybe you're watching online, you didn't write the goals down, even though I told you to do it. I told you to put down who
I
your
did
goals were, what your goals
I
were.
did it.
Think about your schedule.
Well,
if you didn't do any
okay, I didn't write it down, chat. Didn't write it down. I typed it out. You can hold me to it tomorrow. I will show a piece of paper with all of it written down. But I did type it out. I didn't type out the goals though. I did say them out loud, but I didn't type out the goals. But I promise I'll have the goats and the goals written out officially. I might change the 100 to 10
of that,
20.
you probably won't want to spark stream. You probably won't want to come up with these things and be the streamer that you hope to be in your dreams. What you got for me?
Please use the bathroom.
Yeah, you can use the bathroom.
Also, I'm so sorry. The signal is low-key ass in here.
Huh?
It's been effing the whole time.
It's awful everywhere in this building.
Yeah, I think it's awful everywhere. Look, at any moment you guys can leave. I don't care. Do you? All right, guys. I feel like we were talking about more high-level things that you can work on for your life, whatever. All right, I know a lot of you guys are already successful streamers on Twitch. But if you do not know, this is some generic advice that I think is applicable to everyone. I think we all know this. You cannot grow on Twitch. We know this, right? There's no discoverability.
Yeah.
We have heard about this. We've heard about this ad nauseum.
Yeah.
And so what do? You go to other platforms. Maybe you make YouTube videos, whatever. I try to
This is what I'm terrible at. I am terrible at outsourcing my shit to other platforms. I really need to.
prove this. I made a video asking whether Twitch was luck or skill. I went live on a secret channel, and I waited to see how long it would take for me to get viewership. Okay, usually when I go live, I get 10 to 20,000 viewers. I was live for 4 hours, I didn't get a single viewer. I didn't even get a bot. That was fucked up. If you were to go live on Kai Sinat's channel and Kai were to go live on your channel, you would have more viewers on his channel than he would on yours. That's just how the platform of Twitch works. It is dog shit in that sense, yeah?
You stream a lot on YouTube. What do you think of like YouTube Live's discoverability?
I think we're having a whole class on YouTube, I think tomorrow. YouTube Live's discoverability is worse than it could be because YouTube gets a lot more money from people watching videos than from live streams. So they do not push live streams. They do occasionally, but not nearly to the extent that somebody like TikTok does, where you get the live stream, you're like, why do they keep fucking pushing me live streams? And then you accidentally click, and then you're in the live stream hell, and then you have to close out. Like a platform like TikTok's a lot better at pushing live streams than YouTube. YouTube doesn't really do it because it doesn't pay them the big bucks. And they're scared to fuck with the moneymaker, which is VODs. All right. So, question for y'all. How many hours should you stream a day?
I mean, I said at least 4 to 8.
Go.
8 to 12.
All right, love it. What you got?
Wait, a day?
How many hours do you stream a day?
Personally, or are you saying?
How many hours should you stream?
I think 2 to 4.
Okay, who else?
I think like 4 to 6.
Okay. Anyone else got an answer? We kind of got a full range there.
I would agree with 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
4 to 6? All right, I like that. I think you guys are in the money spot. 8 to 12 is way too long. You are wasting your time. And this is about efficiency of time, okay? You can stream 12 hours, you'll make more money, you'll get more subs, you'll get more followers, whatever. But the efficiency of your time just isn't there. Because Twitch is not gonna help you grow as a creator. You are basically cashing in on the audience you currently have.
Woo,
This
you got
is a
numbers.
6-hour stream of mine. All right, this is from June 11th. This is one of my best streams ever. I'm gonna ask you guys right now. This is a little bit of a trick question. Why is this one of my best streams ever? You take a look at
I mean, he said it. He said it within the last statement. He was able to funnel all of everything that happened to that stream into other platforms, whatever YouTube videos he did or whatever short form he got out of it, which I'm starting to find out that short form doesn't pay shit. Not that I made any money from short form to begin with at all, but I've been like, I skewer, I look, try to get more knowledgeable.
I have all the metrics out for you. This is my YouTube analytics, my Twitch analytics.
Because of the watch time?
Because of the watch time, okay, what you got?
I think you're just very consistent.
Consistency, all right.
I mean, your title says Game with Friends. Maybe it was a big collaborative event, so it drew a lot of viewers to your channel.
Okay, what you got?
I don't know, maybe you got some good clips or something.
You got double your normal stuff.
Okay, you are close. What you got?
You upped your average viewers?
Yeah, by 100. It's marginal. All right. Just real quick, by show of hands, who self-describes himself as a clip farmer? AKA, who goes live? Who can get a bunch of clips? You can throw them on Instagram,
Nope.
TikTok, whatever.
No, I wish.
And they do
I
very
wish.
well, but maybe on stream, you're used to getting like 100, 200 viewers, a smaller number than the amount of views your clips get. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Is anyone really thriving on clips, but it's not, transferring to long form? Okay? All right? What you guys are really good at is streaming for the clip. It's second nature. You probably have gone through a stream, hit the moment, knew, oh, that's the clip that I'll post later, and then gone through the rest of your stream. I am old school. They did not have clips. Okay? They deadass didn't even have short form. So what I did is I streamed for the YouTube video. I would create a segment in my stream. The entire stream would be me recording the YouTube video live. Okay? For example, I have the rarest Pokemon box. Today I'm going to open it up. We're going to see what's inside. Very clear expectation of the context of what's going to be happening in the stream. Later on, I'll have an editor edit that. Think of your streams as recording sessions. That's all they are.
I'm so bad at that because I don't know. Because half the time, I just want to like chill, play a game, like talk a little bit, watch a video, you know, do a little react. So like, what? Like, I don't know where that video comes in.
So what's the ideal amount of time to stream? I would say, how many segments can you get out of the stream? You're probably not gonna get 8 to 12 hours of segments. I cap out at around 4. So why is this my best stream? These are all the segments that I got out of it. Real quick, this is the revenue. This is gonna be for later. This is the revenue the stream made. It made $5,500. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's not a flex. Just keep that in mind. This is the content that I got out of it. Okay. So we had 3 VODs. It's got 14K. You know, 178K, 140K. I got 3 edited videos. 320K, a million, 330K. I got a couple shorts at $500,000 and $1 million. Okay. All right. That's all from one stream. One 6-hour stream. I got all of that. Okay. That's the 5,500. That's how much the stream made. If I streamed double, I might have made 7K. This is how much all that content made.
Woo! 24.
All that content made 25,000. That is separate from the stream's revenue, by the way.
5x then.
30 bands from one stream. 30 bands from one stream, 5/6 of which is from the stuff that comes out of the stream afterwards. This is called the content funnel. This is why being a streamer is so valuable. Because when you stream, you can turn that stream into a YouTube video. You can have a thriving VOD channel. You can get amazing clips that are driving people to different sites. Maybe you're long form, maybe you're short form, whatever.
So, question there. When it comes to like playing this, because I've tried and played with this a little bit myself. I kind of wonder, do you ever like?
Banner, can you close the door on him?
Have you ever tried, or do you still like kind of make scripts in a way, like before, like say you have something that you want to really make sure that you talk about or you say? Have you ever like been like, okay, this is what for this segment I have some type of script like for.
Are you talking about for the long form?
Yeah, for the long form. Like when you're like, okay, I know that I want to make sure that I talk about this in my long form.
So I think ultimately the question here is, do you have scripts for your segments? No, I just have rough segments that I know are going to happen. So this stream, I set up a Mentor Chameleon lobby that I was going to do with some friends that I knew would hit because I knew the group was really good because Northern Lion was in it and he's electric, okay? I had planned to watch the CoffeeZilla video because the Lego scandal it's like a big drama. It's a hot topic. A lot of people want to hear about it. And CoffeeZilla is like the investigative guy. And I've been doing this challenge called the God Gamer Gauntlet.
You see that CoffeeZilla video? I have that shit. I didn't fucking upload it for some reason. It's just sitting there, waiting for me to just hit upload. Like, I understand I have no fucking real thumbnails anymore. Or ever, to be fair. Whatever thumbnails I used to make were shit to begin with. But, like, I don't know why.
And that one was a little more freeform. But it's a structured stream that I have set up that people are familiar with. And so I knew I was going to do all 3 of these concepts going in. Okay? And that was my game plan. I'm not as good of a clip farmer as other people, so I just have an editor, and I say, find it. Find the diamonds for me, because I'm not good at it. A lot of you guys are really good at this part. So what do you do if you're good at this part? How do I get better long form? This is all you're working on now. This is all we're focused on now. You know how to get the clip. Why do we have to worry about it? You already know how to do it. So let's improve the other part of our game. Okay, I used to be dog shit at recording offline videos, which is weird. I would think, live streaming, I'd be good at it. I made another channel that was only offline recordings just to work on that skill. Now I'm electric at it. I feel great about it. You're good at getting clips?
Yeah.
So let's get good at this. This is what you're working on now. Long form. So we're thinking about segments on stream that would turn into good YouTube videos. You have to study that game. You have to study people who do it. You have to do things that are authentic to yourself. But this is a content funnel. In your live streams, you should not just be getting clips. You should not just be getting long form videos. You should be getting everything. You get everything in one.
Good question. So I know you made 25,000.
Yeah, 25K?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. And
What's the question?
how much did you spend on those clippers and editors?
Well, I'll do a class on that tomorrow.
All right, so he's asking, you made that money, but how much of that money was actually gross? How much of that revenue was actually net? What'd you make out of it? Because that 30K is what you spent or you got, but what about after deductions of paid and cost? What was it really? which is fair. I'm assuming after paid and cost, probably at least 15K, and probably at least made. Maybe 10K. I don't think he spent like, I mean, maybe 20K. I think he spent more than 15 to 10K on a couple editors and a clip and 2 clips, to be real. Of course, we're not including taxes and all that, because if we're including taxes, it's much less, because cut that shit in half, essentially.
Tomorrow, going through all my finances, I have a company of about 15 people. My expenses are like $250,000 a month, or excuse me, yeah, $250,000 a month about. So it's hard to say because it's not like individually catered towards this stream. It's not like the clipper gets paid necessarily for just this, like they're a full-time employee, so. But I'll have a better breakdown tomorrow, and that class will be available online. I can send it to you.
All right, so look, like, would you agree that when you stream versus make a YouTube video, there's like a different like flair or like a flavor to it? So do you have any tips for like when you use your stream to make a video, like how to edit that well to do well on YouTube?
Okay, the question was, you think videos are better when they are recorded than when they are streamed?
No, I think it's a different feel.
It's a different feel.
Yeah.
So I think what it requires is a little love after the stream. So the stream is hard because you're live.
A little love in what way? In terms of editing it and giving it a touch and giving it more of a intimate touch in terms of, you know, cutting it up and adding a little extra effects or adding extra things to make it feel unique and its own and not just, hey, this was the stream, this is the video of the stream.
You can't always contextualize things. You don't always know what the moment is that needs repackaging later on. VO will help you get the feel of the live stream feeling like an offline recording. That's the value of VO. Because you can basically carry through boring moments to moments that are more exciting.
Voiceover,
you can
okay.
do a new intro now that you have the knowledge of what happened. Okay, so I think it comes out of voiceover and giving your editors more ammo to make a better product. Any other questions on the content funnel? A lot of you guys chit-chatting back there for how bad you are at YouTube. I've seen it. Okay? A lot of chit-chat for how bad you are at YouTube.
You're right, bro.
I'm just saying, sometimes it is really easy to just focus on the thing you are good at. Let's improve the thing we are bad at. Some of you here don't even have YouTube channels, by the way. I looked through all of your channels. We don't even have YouTube channels, or we haven't uploaded in 4 months. That is not acceptable. Here's the deal, guys. You are not just competing against other small streamers. You are competing against every streamer. You need to be better than the biggest streamers to be getting the attention of viewers. All right? I have good news for you. Most streamers are absolute dog shit. Most streamers are absolute dog shit legacy streamers who boot up a game and just kind of coast, and they're multimillionaires, and they're not providing new things. So if you're hungrier, if you're willing to work on the stuff you're not good at, you can replace some of them, okay? But it's not negotiable. You have to be doing long-form videos. You have to be working on clips. And you can do it slow. I know it's expensive. It's hard to get all the editors for it, whatever. You can do it slow, but make it something you are actively working on. Any other questions? Okay, I want to leave you guys with a quote here. This is from Abe Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to cut a tree and I'll spend 4 sharpening the axe. What's the connection there, Marlon?
The connection is.
Give me 6 hours to cut a tree. I'll spend 4 hours sharpening the axe. Essentially, give me 6 hours to do something. I'll spend 4 hours to think about it and figure out how it's done, to do it effectively, and I'll get it done within 2 hours, essentially, or within an hour. Right? That's the prospect that we're trying to take. I feel it's too literal. I feel like that shouldn't be so literal, but sometimes things like that should be literal. Chat, am I like overcooking this, or is this just a pretty simple quote? I don't know. Let's see.
You're sharpening the tool instead of the.
Dude.
You're building the skill.
The connection here is we're spending 4 hours figuring out what we're going to do on the stream. So then our stream can be the most successful streamer can be, right? We don't spend 6 hours just going live.
Okay, yeah,
6
yeah,
hours
okay, yeah.
available.
Okay, I
It
wasn't.
would
So I
be
was right. It wasn't as
genuinely
literal
more
as.
valuable if you had 8 hours to go live, to spend 4 hours figuring out what you're gonna do, and then 4 hours doing it, than just being live for 8 hours. Some of you guys stream too much. We got to be streaming less, and it doesn't mean we're taking the time off. It means we're actively taking that time to be thinking about what we're gonna do on stream. Okay? And every big streamer does this. Sometimes they have help, which makes it a lot easier for them because they got capital, they got money to do it. If you do not have that, then your time is your capital, and you have to use that time to set up your streams the best you can. Guys, that is the end of my class. You guys have any questions for me? You have
Ooh,
any
that's the end of the
questions
class.
you'd like to go over? It can be about anything streamer related. While you have me, we have another 5 minutes here before you got to get out.
Should every stream be turned into a YouTube video?
Should every stream? No. Maybe the stream you thought was going to be good and it turned out dog shit. You shouldn't make a dog shit YouTube video. Or maybe you had to do some commitment for a sponsor. You don't want to make that a video. I'm doing a Twitch Rivals event. God knows I'm not making that into a YouTube video. I'm playing Valorant for 7 hours. And the light of day will never see that, but I will still do it. It just won't be a YouTube video. Agent, what you got?
What's the split on like how you spend your time on a day-to-day?
I can go back to my schedule, but this is pretty honest. This is pretty honest to what I do almost every day, Monday through Friday. I mean, weekends are more variable because I got events or whatever, I'm going out, but...
How about on days you're not streaming?
On days I'm not streaming? I don't know, just fucking big chilling. I think I'm streaming probably 6 days a week, maybe like 2 to 4 hours, really. Like I'm not doing long streams. Okay, I stream maybe 3 to 5 is more accurate, but like I think I've streamed 90 hours in the last month.
90 hours in the
Probably
last
spent
month.
another 90 hours thinking about what I was gonna do, but it's 90 hours total. Yeah, what's up?
So do you have set out days, or you just kind of you go with the whatever 6 days that week is allowing you to?
They're not necessarily like concrete like that, because I think as a streamer you probably notice you have to be malleable. Maybe you're called to an event here, there. So it's more so about like, okay, I know I got to take a day off or whatever, as opposed to Wednesdays I'm off. What you got? Another question?
Okay, so I've been stuck for a long time in the night shift. So my viewers peak between 2 to 6 a.m. Eastern time. And I've tried to transition to earlier times, but my viewers just don't transition well because most of them are overseas. What's the best way to transition?
I mean, I feel like that's something that if you want to transition, you have to accept a little bit of a hit to let a new ship of viewers to be able to come in, because essentially the viewers that you're catering to aren't the same, or are usually either they're people who are just on the other side of the world, people who have night shift, which usually means they're sleeping. So it's just like a time thing. If I had to guess, but let me see what Lutz says.
Just do it. Stick to it.
Yeah, okay,
Just do
yeah.
it. Stick to it. You're not gonna
Yeah.
get those
Yeah.
viewers to switch their schedules most likely. You're just gonna have to get new viewers in that new time
Okay,
zone.
yeah, yeah.
But if that's the time zone you want to be in it, be in it. I remember, bro, all that shit. When I was starting out streaming, people were like, "Oh, you cannot stream in the 4 p.m. time slot because all the big streamers are there." That's bullshit. Just pick whatever's best for you. Okay, believe in yourself. Make it catered around what you are trying to do to thrive. You do not have to cater around other people in that sense. I just don't personally believe in that. I think it's fine to just have confidence that you will succeed in this new time slot. And I think time will show that whatever losses you had were small enough, and you can recoup them with your effort and energy.
Yeah. So what's the metric to get into streamer games? Like
What's the metric to get into streamer games?
Yeah. What we got?
Honestly, I think it is people who I think are coming to this university and will genuinely be a big streamer one day. And not because, they have a crazy amount of viewers now, but they care enough to do that. I showed you these numbers, guys. They are real. Like, genuinely half of you are going to fail in the sense that you will have come to Streamer U and you will have nothing to show for it in a year. I mean, it's just true. A lot of people are here going to be this red line. So I want to take people who would be maybe a little green line like this, have them at Streamer Games, and maybe they can go way bigger, I want to give opportunity to people who will take advantage of it. I don't want to give opportunity to someone who in a year won't even stream. That's ultimately it. Any other questions? All right.
I stream 100 hours a month, and my chat calls me a part-time streamer.
You You stream 100 hours a month. Your chat calls you a part-time streamer.
Yeah, like they won't stop.
What are you?
That sounds like a personal problem or a self-confidence problem. I don't understand what you mean by chat. Like, well, why is chat's definition of how long you're streaming or how much you're streaming decisive on if you are a worker or not? What are you doing off stream for said stream? What are you doing off stream for said your brand, your whatever?
Using the other time for? Is it for stream? If you're being honest.
A lot of the time that I spend off stream is like either planning stuff off stream, like planning stuff for streams, or sometimes I'm spending like quality time with my friends.
I would say, I don't know what your offline time is. 100 hours seems fine to me. I think chat's just being chat, and you just gotta ride with them. But I think 100 hours is fine. I would think 120 to 130 is a sweet spot.
Hi. My question is, what would you do if like you start up as like a YouTuber and like you're so used to like editing and like taking time, being intentional about that, and then going into like streaming and then feeling like you don't have like that editing and like that, I don't know, like what's the word?
The control over products. It's just because you're not confident doing it. If you did it 1,000 times, how many times you streamed?
Probably like a few times, like not that many times.
That's it. What do you remember when you first edited? Yes.
Like in my life?
Yes.
7 years ago.
Were you dog shit?
Yes.
Streaming is a skill. You got to stream to become a good streamer. That's step one. Guys, that's time. Y'all are good.
All right. Hey. Claps in the chat. W class from Lud. We'll take that into account. Remember, chat, hold me accountable. Need to write my goals on a piece of paper. Need to write my goats on a piece of paper. 3 of each. Told you about my goats. Did not type them out. I will probably type them out later. But need to also write them out. Need to write out both goals and goats for streaming.